Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Geoguessr. We are doing a Diverse World Season 3, Leg 27 of this wonderful Pro League that I'm not doing so great in. We're in 27th. It's actually not terrible. We're not too far out of the top 25, less than 100 points. Topodic only has 140 points on us, so top 25 is definitely plausible. The issue is, it's 5 minutes around, and we've seen it before, and we're probably going to see it again. Unless we're able to get as close to, if not perfect, every single round, there's a chance we're not going to show up in the top 100. You heard that right, top 100. I'm probably going to say, and we all know it's true, we just can't prove anything, but there's a lot of cheaters in this league. A lot of people who just go, oh, yeah, done, perfect. There are some locations that are easily, you could easily 5k in 5 minutes, you know. We've done it before, it's not impossible. But some of these players are not that consistent, you know. But we're gonna do the best we can. Hopefully we can place as high as we can. We are doing this about a day and a half earlier than we normally would, mainly because, as you are watching this, I will be away. And that is part of the problem, because, obviously, you know, being away, we gotta do these early. So there's a good chance where we end is not where we're gonna actually end up in the rankings. There's a good chance that if you don't see your name on these leaderboards, it is because you played after. And there's a good chance that if we're in the top 100 now, come Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, around when this video goes up, that we won't be in the top 100 anymore. So just obviously throw that out there, a little disclaimer, and let's get into it. Let's get involved with the Diverse World 5-minute time limit. This is definitely EU. Could see a Greece here, although language is going to be our best friend. I didn't see any rifts, but that doesn't mean that they can't be impossible. So we do need to worry about Albania, Montenegro. I do see blue on the license plate, so probably leaning away from there. This could be the Iberian Peninsula. This could be France, maybe? They have some pretty thick lines. And I think I just saw a fake rift, although that might have been a real rift. No, that's just some plain. Okay. Our goal, obviously, language. It's probably just gonna say meters. There's no point in going back. It's a waste of time. Very thick center white divider line. I know I've seen it before. We know it's not Italy because of the license plates. There is a sign. It looks like it was Greek. That's actually that's like full Cyrillic, not Greek. We do need to learn bollards. But we're pretty limited to Bulgaria, Serbia. I don't think this is actual Russia, because I'm pretty sure I saw some blue lines on license plates. And Russia doesn't have that, obviously. And this doesn't necessarily feel like a Russia. But you never know. We've been wrong hundreds of times before. And I'm not your bollard expert. We do have the cheat sheet. But this is a pro league. Obviously, we're not using it. And even if we were... Actually, no, because that's fucking stupid. We're not using a cheat sheet, guys. If we were, I would be getting these correct. Let's put it that way. But I wish we did learn it. Kind of like earlier with the country spotlight. We generally know something, but we're not too great with it. We could figure out phone numbers. Doesn't mean we know the exact region, although I think we did pretty good today when it came down to that. What else could we find? I don't know, there's nothing fucking here. That doesn't have a blue bar either. So it could be Russia. But then it's the middle of fucking nowhere Russia. And I hate middle of nowhere Russia. Which is all of Russia. It feels more European than it does Russian. I think that's full out there. I mean, we have these like orangey, tiley roofs. That's not something you see in Russia. That's probably a town name that we passed. So let's go check it out. Yeah, Monastery of Saint Petka. That could be anywhere. I love how we keep blowing past this one fucking sign that we want to see. That is not Russian. Dramki. I've never heard of Dramki before, but I'm pretty sure that Bulgaria does use pyramid as the D instead of house. Right? We call them weird things. Actually, no, it looks like it does use pyramid. Would that be Serbian or Macedonian then? But fuck everything, man. See, like, I'm sure there's plenty of information for us to use. The Monastery of St. Petka. But there's nothing fucking here. We're gonna go the other way just to see if there's something closer. Right? If there's something closer this way, then all that traveling was for nothing. If there's nothing closer this way, then we were screwed anyway. Bigla. So actually a lot closer. We would have easily seen early on that it was Cyrillic. Where do we fucking go? .de, that's a German truck. Not in Germany. What a fucking surprise. Not the first time we've seen that. Although, we usually see them in Russia. No blue on the license plates. No websites. And all we have are Latin and Cyrillic translations. Which, Serbia, Bulgaria, makes sense. But that's it. We got nothing else. We really got nothing else. What a shitty fucking round. What a shitty fucking round. Not really, honestly. And that says Macedonia, so... Fucking A. This is not good. We're literally throwing it in the middle of the country because we got nothing else. Oops. Sorry. Honestly, this is one of the few times where I get kind of annoyed at the game. There's nothing fucking here. There's nothing here. Fuck that location. Honestly, fuck that location. We end up on A3. You ready for this? Nothing's around us. There's nothing here. 2 thumbs up. Love it. Stick us in the middle of fucking Macedonia where there's nothing. We are getting the fucking country right. Woohoo. Big fucking brain over here, but, you know, we're not getting the perfect score. And we're already 216 points out. Which, at several times before, has knocked us out of the top 100. Fucking rounds like that, man. And, like, oh, I can see, like, Nighty getting that when he first fucking logs in. But not much else. Fon Phen, it's right there. There's Anchor. That's the beer sign you always look for in Cambodia. So we have distance to Pohnpei and Crete and Sudan. Sandan. So we know the country. We know we're going to be east of Pohnpei on 7. Which here's 8. Here's 6. Here's 7. So 7 should go up here. It does. Crete and Sandan should be to our north. 7 also turns into 6. Okay. Is there 7 that goes into Pohnpei? I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Trust me. Trust me on that one. It doesn't actually look like it goes over there. So, we need to find Crete and Sandan on 7 somewhere. Actually, it's going to be north, and it's not actually going to be a part of 7. And these could be larger towns. Here's Krasen. Here's Sessen. But not seeing... Here's Sandan. Okay, no, that works. Sandan, is there a 7 over here? There's 6 again. I don't see Crete, however. Which either is further north or further south of where we currently are. Ronem, Von Yev, Chakarm, Couch. Not looking like it's going to be south of us. So let's see if we can't find some other signs while we're here. But this is the split. So you go left and you stay on 7. Here is another sign. And that is leading us to Strang Trang. Strang Trang. I hate fucking names like this. Not gonna lie. We know Sedan now is gonna be to our southwest. So Strang Trang on 7 should be to our north. But 7 is really only down here. Unless it picks back up over here. Here's Strang Trang. Okay. No, so then we're over here. We gotta be over here. And then Sedang is over here. Fuck. Alright. Now that we have a better idea of maybe where we are on the road, now we gotta find Tratie. C-R-A-T-I-E. And that should be, can't be, pique the interest. Memph, it should be to our north. Right? Should be to our north. And that should be to our south. So maybe we're up here? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Alright. I fucking hate. Again. It's just, Strang Trang is to our north. So then, Katie should be to our south. Guys, compasses don't work. Fuck compasses. I give up. We're gonna guess pretty much where we have it. I don't think we're gonna find anything else. Clearly compasses make no sense to me. At least right now they're not. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I honestly feel like my brain's fried today. It's fucking hey. It's bullshit, man. We start off with a really shitty round. Now we're getting this. If somebody gets a perfect score here that isn't Granis, they had to have spent time looking for this, or they Google searched. Because there's nothing else in this fucking direction. There's nothing else fucking here. I could see this being kind of where we are. Somewhere in this direction. I don't care about the last 20 seconds. 1 kilometer off. 1 kilometer off, that's not bad. We kind of just gave the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie. That was not good. Yellow license plates, left hand side. It says Indonesia. Fuck. And now we're gonna spend 5 minutes in Indonesia looking for something that doesn't exist. Obviously feels like it's a little bit of a larger town. We understand like 2 words, and one of them is Timor, which is east. Can we find literally like just a sign that says welcome to wherever the fuck we are, please? Like I don't want to spend all the time looking for shit that doesn't exist and doesn't matter. Is this Jakarta? No. Where are we then? Bandar Lampung. Bandar Lampung. You know how many times we see Bandar? Here's Banda. Fucking A. I really don't want to spend this time looking for something that doesn't fucking exist. I don't. I need to get better at this shit. Bandar Lampung means something. I don't know what it is. Sukabumi, I think, is the name of the place we are. Bandar Lampung. Here's Lampung down here. Could it be the name of a region? It could be. So, Sukabumi maybe exists in here. We also have the street of Tirtayasa. Alright, how much time do we spend before we give up looking through these fucking street names? I wouldn't be surprised. The major road's going northeast to southwest. Northwest to southeast, actually. No, it's not. Alright, let's get back on that fucking road. Please and thank you. I'd like to get teleported back on top like you did the first time. No? Great. Alright, let's find the fucking entrance. Hey, look, it's right here. Alright, this road is going northeast to southwest. I'm not fucking wrong. Alright? It's just some days the compass is wrong and the sun is wrong and fuck everything about Google. Stop raising prices, Google. Make this game fucking... It's not even Google who's making this game. Let these developers make this game better. It's a major road in a place that doesn't have fucking street signs. So, awesome. Could it be one of these big roads? Very well could be. Could it be one of these bigger white roads? Of course it could. Are we going to figure it out? Probably not. We do have the option to look down here and kind of see a bunch of random bullshit on a lot of signs, but half the time they do have an address, and we know we're in Bendar Lampung, but we also know we're in Pengurin Antasiri. And from a distance, that makes no fucking sense. Which means it's not one of the yellow roads. And this is where I'm fucking colorblind and can't read anything. I'm sure you could tell I'm just getting more and more annoyed the longer we play this. What do? Just guess a random fucking road and hope that we have a good, decent guess? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What do you know? It ends up being a bigger white road that we would have never looked at because we would have looked in the middle. So, a mile off, 8 points wrong. That's perfect with me. This is probably the United States. We got Modoc Road. We're gonna look for a speed limit. But how are we ending up in some of the most remote locations after getting a city right before here? We're probably gonna be able to travel for 50 miles one way and not see anything. This is probably Alaska. If it's not the United States, then it's gonna be probably British Columbia, Yukon. And now we're getting the fucking broken coverage. I fucking hate this shit, man. And now we blow past the fucking sign. Awesome. Cool. Love it. If you couldn't already tell, I don't actually fucking love it. 1 mile, next exit's 10 miles, exit 190. We might be able to get a road. I don't know where Humphrey is, but that just confirms we're probably up here in Alaska. The fact that Alaska has a road and a highway probably means we're over closer to Juneau. It's snow coverage. We need to find license plates. There's nobody on the fucking road. It's actually a pretty wide highway for Alaska, if it is Alaska. Humphrey, exit 190. We're going the other way. We need to find a car or something. Or something. Because there's nothing fucking here. There's nothing fucking here. Trucks. We can't even rely on trucks. Why can't we rely on trucks? Because they travel. Obviously cars do as well, but you're more likely to have a car that's in state than anywhere else. And this is fucking... there's nothing fucking here. I'm gonna fucking freak the fuck out. Like, seriously. Invasive species, that actually should give us some information. Idaho. We're in Idaho. Really? You got me? Feels like fucking nobody would fucking live here anyway. So I'm not surprised that it's Idaho. What did we find? I forgot what the name of the fucking town was. Doesn't fucking matter. It's a shitty fucking town. Humphreys, was it? What the fuck are these places? Idaho state law. Yeah, Idaho. Perfect. Cool. Exit 190 on random route. Something in the United States. Great. Can we find a kilometer? Well, not a kilometer at this point. A mile marker on the side of the road that has the information we want on it? Maybe. And we get the broken coverage. So I'm just going to spam click through it because I don't fucking care. We should be through it. Humphrey, 1 mile. Next exit's 10 miles. We're at 190. That was actually what we wanted to see. And it doesn't have a fucking listing on it. Amazing. We're 191 miles. We are going south. We could be close to the Canada border. It's Idaho. Fuck Idaho. Humphrey. We're just checking random fucking roads. I don't see it. We could go over by the North Pole. Ooh, it's the fucking North Pole. Anyone else see it? No? Cool. Kendrick Lamar. Fuck it. Why do we have to get these shitty fucking locations? Like, seriously. Why? There's nobody fucking here. There's no information. Obviously, we figure out we're in Idaho. Alright, I don't want to spend fucking 5 minutes trying to find Idaho. Humphrey, Idaho. We're on Interstate 15. That's... fuck. Not even fucking listed. Found it. Here's Humphrey. Alright, so this is exit 190. We're a mile north of that, over by Modoc Road. What the fuck? This is Modoc Road? It fucking better be. Does it cross the fucking highway? It just says, it's literally a sign. That's Modoc Road. I don't care what anyone says. Alright. Return to start. We are south of it. Let's go on the shield. How? 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 Oh, because there's another stupid fucking road right here? Modoc Creek. Are you fucking kidding me? And Modoc Road. That's some fucking bullshit. Some bullshit. Not gonna lie. We're back in Indonesia. Cool. I'm not happy. I am not happy one bit. I'm sure you guys can fucking tell. We have not a 7-Eleven, Panasonic, insurance, left-hand side, no signs anywhere. Love it. Makes me feel great inside. I don't know. I feel like this is the only Pro League I get frustrated at. Because I know I need to get perfect scores every fucking time. And you know how frustrating it is? When you literally get in the middle of fucking nowhere? Obviously, we could have looked until we found an actual road that said Modoc. We didn't. That's our fault, you know? But it's Malaysia. But at that point, how are we supposed to fucking know? Look for confirmation? There was a fucking road going across. Half the time, these roads aren't fucking listed. Some fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm getting a little too furious. A little too mad at something that doesn't fucking matter. Jalan Baru, Tawa, and Sabah. I actually know where Sabah is. I don't know where Tawu is, if that matters. But here's Tehran, which is kind of close. Here's Tenam. I don't see Tawu. I do see Tawu. Return to start. We are over by Sabah chicken rice. You know what? That should have been more than enough information. And there's another Malaysian flag. That should have been more than enough information to guess where we currently are. I'm going to fully say it right now. We're not going to find any street signs. It's Malaysia. They don't exist for whatever fucking reason. We can, however, look for that apartment complex. This is a pretty... Hey, look, we found a fucking road. JLN Baru. We don't have much time. I found it. Are you fucking kidding me? And then that goes down to Sabah Chicken Rice, which is right there. And when we return to start, we are in front of Jade's, which is towards the end near the curve. We are like right there. Bitch and you shall receive. I wouldn't be surprised if 24,766 is not enough to be in the top 25. I'm not surprised if this is not enough to be in the top 100. And obviously, we did do this a little bit earlier than we normally would. So there's a very good chance that we're going to drop from the position we currently are. Nighty's in first place. No surprise with perfect scores. We're in 10th right now. I doubt we're going to stay in 10th. It looks like Calamity came in 6th. Raiders in 16th. Quakers in 17th. Mr. Blues in 20th. Indianapolis in 36th. And obviously all of these numbers are subject to change. But we have already had 100 people play. And the current minimum is 19,347. I fully expect the minimum to come back to around where the 30th place is. But for 10th place, and I'm getting this frustrated, that just goes to show something. Fuck, man. Overall, pretty decent, though. But that is going to be where we call it. We do have a video on Monday for Pro Leagues. But that video on Monday should be the last Geoguessr video until we come back on Tuesday to start doing the live streams. But until then, I guess, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And bye-bye.